experience is that there really needs to be more outreach about these issues. Because there's so many things going on, so much activism, even things sponsored by the Women's Studies Department going on, lectures, workshops, all these things going on, the resources that are available, the people who are there to help you, but students generally don't really know about them.
What I've taken from it personally is, kind of from a more general standpoint, is what it means to be an activist on a college campus, and what it means, physically, emotionally, and mentally, what you have to put into it, and the hours you have to put into it. And I think that particularly with the issue of sexual assault, that it is such a personal issue, and that it really hits home that a lot of people, a lot of activists that are really involved with the fight against sexual assault and really active in educating the campus. I think that what they do is very worthwhile, but it can also be, you can also feel like you're running up against a wall, and that what it takes to create true change on campus is really a daunting task, but it's definitely a worthwhile pursuit. And I think that's definitely what I've learned, especially in focusing on sexual assault, the kind of issue that it is.
I think that's a good point about the gradualness and how hard it is. When we began this project, I think we had a grand vision of, getting this film to screen in different places and get the dialogue going. However, I think in the process we already found that the discourse, the dialogue was happening, and we were participating in it in various ways and seeing pockets of information of people doing different things, and we were able to, I think, gauge that from maybe even a bird's eye perspective and follow this community as it is, I think, well saturated with a lot of dialogue. However, in that, there's definitely gaps of communication, as you mentioned, about how do we get that knowledge transferred into a change of behavior. So this film, I hope, is just the beginning of a further discussion, not only in the classroom as a women's studies major, but outside of it, that the president's office is looking at this as well, and that students at freshman orientation are talking about it, and other different spaces where it becomes important and normal and comfortable to talk about the importance of protecting ourselves and changing our behaviors.